Hi, welcome to DMB Subtech. So today we'll be going to discuss about what is Playwright and difference between Selenium, WebDriver and Playwright. Let's see what is Playwright now. So Playwright is a end-to-end testing automation tool which will support all modern engines, including Chromium, WebKit, and Firefox. So test on Windows and Linux machine, and also it will support CI/CD pipeline. We can use Jenkins or GitHub Actions. And apart from that, Playwright also support Chrome and Google Chrome and Android for Safari. You can simulate your Google Chrome and Android on the mobile. Those applications you can test. You can create for mobile applications. So it will support by Playwright. This is one of the advantage which we can see as, with in the Playwright. And also see we have many advantages as compared to Selenium. We'll see one by one in the different sections. So let's see the feature language support. The Selenium support all multi-programming language like Java, C Sharp, and Python Ruby, and also WebDriver support only JavaScript and TypeScript. But when it's coming to Playwright, it will support all multi-programming languages like JavaScript, TypeScript, and Python and Java and .NET. Okay, and architect where it still works by WebDriver protocol, where it's also WebDriver also it's work for WebDriver protocol since it is integrated with Selenium. Okay, and Playwright, where it's coming to Playwright is high level API which will directly communicate to the in the engines, okay, such as Chromium, Firefox, and Rapid. So we no need any drivers in between. So in the comparing to the Selenium and WebDriver, we have to have drivers which will communicate to the browsers, but where in the API, Playwright API will directly communicate to the engines. So it's more faster than Selenium because it's directly communicating. There is a no required drivers for the Playwright. Okay, and support of community. It's a more as Selenium is a older tool. Since we have older tool and it's supporting more extensive documents and community available in the market, which will support. And WebDriver also is less having is a newer tool, but which is also having supporting less community and documents. So WebDriver also is one which is supporting less documents. And Playwright also since it is a newer tool and it's also supporting less community, but going forward we'll get more documentation community on the with respect to Playwright. Browser supports it will support multiple browsers like Chrome, Firefox, and Safari. And similar to WebDriver, also support Chrome, Firefox, and Safari as it is built on top of the Selenium. Coming to Playwright, Playwright will support Chromium, and Firefox, and WebKit. So performance-wise, Selenium is slower than compared to other tools. Compared to other tools, nothing but WebDriver and Playwright. So WebDriver is a faster as we have we can use DevTools connections in order to connect your browsers. That when you use DevTools connection, that will be become some little bit faster, but not much faster. Whereas coming to Playwright is more faster compared to both WebDriver and Selenium because since it is directly connecting to the engines of modern browsers, so it's a more faster. There is not required any drivers which is intermediate we can throw since API is directly connecting to the Playwright API is directly connected to the engines, so, Chrome engines. So for Chrome engines, right? So we no need any intermediate drivers, which is one of the advantage Playwright. Okay, this is more faster, and also it will support setup wise it's required more setup for complex scenario. So if we want to do API testing or any other database validation, those things we want to do, right, it will require more setup, and setup is required and complex. And WebDriver and a Playwright is easy to set up, and mobile app testing is not no, it's not supported by Selenium, and WebDriver it is support. So one of the advantage with WebDriver is the mobile app testing, which we can test hybrid and native web app. When it's coming to Playwright, Playwright will not support mobile app testing. However, we can simulate your Chrome web browsers with mobiles that we can achieve using Playwright. That is one of the advantages it compared to Selenium. Support for modern web applications like Angular, those locators which is not supported by Selenium, where it's coming to WebDriver and Playwright will support all modern applications. Angular web support, which will support. And auto waiting. Auto waiting is not there. Synchronization we have to handle manually using explicit and implicit wait, where it's coming to WebDriver and Playwright. It will be inbuilt auto wait which we can configure it, so it will be, so we need it to handle synchronization automatically, so we no need to handle manually, so it is there in automatic inbuilt. This is the one of the these are the advantage which is compared to Selenium. Okay, the mainly advantage is faster and auto waiting for that, and also it will support, Playwright will support more API testing as well, where you can test your API, right? That will be done by API, and network simulation also you can do. So this is more this is that's about the Selenium and Playwright difference and the Drupal difference. So if you have any questions or anything, please comment on the comment sections. So I'll be answering them. Thank you for watching.